Welcome back, Dota fans. We are here with game number 1. Undying facing off against Black and Yellow, and Peter,
Prepare
the Warlock.
for
He is
battle.
still this like terrifying presence that everybody's talking about. He's still really hard to deal with. Do you think Black and Yellow have drafted themselves something that can work against it? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm chilling, just chilling. Ready to watch?
Yeah, Warlock, popular hero. I don't think it's as good as I don't think it's that great of a first pick. I feel like Warlock is a bit of a one-dimensional hero, but he does have great like mid to late game team fight. However, if you don't have like an active laning phase, sometimes you know that you don't get Warlock rock until you might not get it at 10 minutes, right? If you don't get the tome. And he's pretty easy to like play around because he's such a terrible roamer. So if if you're playing in the off lane, you're playing against Warlock, if you can maybe just like wave pull or maybe even tri lane your safe lane or gank mid all the time, like Warlock doesn't really have answers for that, and it's oftentimes really hard for him to punish offlaners, like Timbersaw, for example. They immediately grabbed the Luna as a response to the Timber in lane, and they put it as a carry. So I guess Undying feels confident that Luna is enough to force out Timber, and based off my current Dota knowledge, I don't really think that's true. But maybe we'll learn something today. I mean, I'm definitely down to see how it goes.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot that could be said about that. Timber's been making the rounds. Timber's been this hero that, I mean, speaking of kind of a one-dimensional hero, it's the same type of thing, but that one dimension is really good what he does, which is
Timber is really
safe plays out of there.
Timber's super meta right now, and I would describe like a meta offlaner as a hero that likes to buy Hood of Defiance or Vanguard as their first item, because these items are just so valuable and incredibly cheap. And both of these items give you health regen, which sort of allows you to push the carry to either buy health regen themselves via like Ring of Health, or forces them to pick a Warlock who can just constantly heal you, and you're kind of like scaling, but at the same time like the carry might have to go back for an extra salve or two or something like that, which Timbersaw and these other Hood of Defiance or Vanguard heroes don't have to.
Yeah, that's
so eventually they get ahead, and then they force the carry off the lane either via like a level advantage or like rotation from their mid player.
Well, and that is one other nice thing about Luna, obviously, is we do have this pause that we're waiting for players to get back and ready to go. But the nice thing about Luna, at the very least, is that if you do get forced out of lane, it's not like your game is over at that point. Like, you can go to the jungle, you can catch up, but I hear what you're saying. It's not necessarily what you want. If you could like shut down that Timber, that's what really feels good.
That's one of the reasons why Timbersaw is so OP. In the previous patch, I think everybody looked at Monkey King as a response to the Timbersaw, and if this was the latch patch, I think Undying would have taken Monkey King instead of Luna in that spot. However, patches changed, popular items have changed. I think Monkey King got a couple nerfs, Timbersaw got a couple buffs, and that matchup, people aren't really willing to play one position Monkey King at the moment. So it's been like, do you want to get a one position Monkey King to dominate the Timber lane, or do you want to pick like a real carry that is going to scale and win your team the game? And most people opt for that second option, which is why most of the time they ban Timbersaw. But they're letting it through here. We actually we lost to Black and Yellow last season. We gave them Timbersaw in at least one of the games, and it's Zero is like best hero. Not that the hero is pretty OP, but he takes full advantage of it.
Right, he was playing this before it got OP and was good at it at that point as well. Best of luck. Look at the delayed best of luck. I always feel like there's some sort of weird mentality. You get yourself sort of in position, and then to me, I don't know if I take that as like sort of a taunting type of thing, or just the like, let's be cordial together. You know what I mean? It's always interesting, the psychology of the Dota player. Just
depends how well you know the guys. I think most people are pretty well-spirited nowadays, especially. I think people realize how important it is to like be well-networked and have good relationships with other players on other teams, because you may need to be on their team at some point in your Dota career. But yeah, a lot of pressure is on Team Undying here in this series. Envy is a bit of a wrench, right? Everybody looked at Black and Yellow as kind of a freebie team, but once they get Envy, he's not somebody who kind of coasts. He's going to push his team to win these games. And Undying, this is they're 3-0, right? But they it's kind of the same as last season. They haven't played a lot of those best teams yet. But if they slip up here versus Black and Yellow, it's going to be a bad note before their big games, I think.
Well, yeah, that's the thing that is so interesting to me is the impact that momentum has. And, you know, I think just back to, I think it was the last series that we had on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to get my days right. But they had just played against Zoomers. They got this big win over them. And this was one of the reasons why my predictions actually took black and yellow over them, because I looked at the schedule. I was like, I think they're going to beat Zoomers. And then there's that sort of like, you know, leftover hangover of, you know, what's going to happen at that point. Like, do you sort of come in? It's the exact same thing that happened, I think, last season with Quincy Crew losing their game against Undying after the big win against CG. I don't know. We'll see how it goes if it affects them at all.
Yeah, I think we'll see how this series goes. Bryle is playing a bit of a, he's playing Invoker, right? He's more of that carry player. He's doing Quas Wex, which makes me think he wants to be more active, which is more like the mid player. I think we all want Bryle to be. However, it kind of feels like, I don't know. I'm just not sure. I feel like they have this Pangolier and this Mirana, but they're going to be farming for a long time. They don't really have any real save for Invoker. I'm not sure how Bryle's going to fare in this mid game. Maybe depends on his runes, obviously. Something seems a little bit off. Something like this is very last patch of Team Undying, I feel, with this Mirana Pangolier offlane. Very team fight, very like team fight heavy. Like the Pangolier is the team fight, but he's a bad laner, right? And then the Mirana is no team fight, but she's a great laner. So that's sort of the trade-off. But like I was saying, I don't think Pangolier buys. I don't think he buys Hood. I don't think he buys Vanguard. So he's going to be buying like a bottle and try to. I mean, more about execution for him.
Dude, Dubu here is just trying to make Zero's life hell. Breaks the salve as he heads on through the trees, trying to keep this wave off of his tower, but Dubu just staying right in his face. Oh, what an annoying hero to play against.
Yeah, where is his Lion? Lion just gave up on the top lane and went bottom. And now I think that was a really poor move to give up on this top lane so early. Like, you pick a Timbersaw and now he has the jungle. The whole point of this hero is, you know, to get him into laning phase, get him this early Hood or Soul Ring, Vanguard, whatever he chooses to go and take over. But just giving up is I don't think that's an acceptable option.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? He comes on into lane with a couple stacks there, but each time he comes back in, it's just been a quick rebuff coming from Dubu, and you know, Tomato's keeping the lane exactly where it needs to be. He's going to try and get a pull off here, maybe. Oh, they did actually mess up a little bit here. And this range creep is chasing Dubu around the map. Not sure exactly what's going on there with that one, but he'll head back eventually.
Yeah, unlucky. It happens. But he did steal the bounty rune from Storm Spirit, which is pretty big. Storm really needs one of these 4-minute water runes, or he may just have to walk back to base.
Yeah, and sometimes you would see like supports go and like, you know, feed or whatever, so that way they can go and fill it. But if you're tri-laning, you don't really want to be feeding. So Esk just sort of chilling in the jungle now, gonna have to walk all the way back home.
Yeah, lack of presence of Lion there. You know, if Lion was still top, he could secure that bounty rune for Storm. Like, they could even maybe kill that Warlock who is, you know, walking where he probably shouldn't be.
Another round of the pulls down bottom as they were able to force them off of it for the moment. And Envy gonna get the wave back underneath his tower. So far, kind of a weird game, it feels like. Each of the lanes has its own identity.
Yeah, it's really good for Undying. And most of it because of the makeup of the heroes. Like, even if Pangolier and Mirana die a couple times here, they're still going to be achieving things in the game. And Pangolier is, you know, a team fighter, whereas Timbersaw is a laner. So Timbersaw is being denied his laning phase, which I think is a problem. Luckily, Timbersaw, you know, he can recover. And if you do like the Kai Assange build with eventually getting that flamethrower Ag Shard, I think you kind of have good scaling, which is one of the reasons why this hero is so good right now, because he's a good laning phase and scales with the right item build. But yeah, he's gonna have a long road to recovery. Well,
we'll be watching for it. At least he's getting some of those levels, still behind Tomato, but as you said, not where you want to be on this hero's identity is good laning. Dubu makes a little bit of a rotation mid here, actually. Is gonna Fatal Bond up Esk, and then be forced back by the tower even. So Dubu, after securing top, has now been able to help influence mid a little bit as well. He's getting more done on this Warlock than I think we're anticipating. And again, probably comes back to that Lion you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much he's actually doing to mid. I think he's just trying to find something to do, because once this Timbersaw has 2 points reactive armor, he's pretty tough to deal with. They're going to give him a go here. might be able to get him.
He blocks. Chasing in, but Zero will be able to back away. And does just retreat out. Dubu forcing him out of there, and might use a courier for it.
Has been killed.
Okay, it happens.
No sadder feeling than your courier dying.
Zero forced to TP all the way back home after another round of the Shadow Word level 2 on it. And yeah, 2,000 gold lead. You weren't kidding. Yeah, black and yellow definitely struggling here. And looks like we might have first blood. Gonna be given over to Moon.
They're trying on mid though.
Oh, okay, a chance. Going in there, catches onto Bryle. Jube diving into this one, but it's not quite going to work out. Instead, they're going to get the turnaround. The heal coming in from Dubu keeps alive Bryle and managed to get the lift up and the deny of the haste rune. Oh, God, what an annoying freaking hero playing against right now. As he's going to get chased down, tries to get the zip away, still has the urn and the Shadow Word on him, but might be able to live. It looks like he's going to get away. Hamsun made a movement in to rotate and help him.
Eternal gratitude.
Yeah, and that comes at the cost of Lion sort of being in the wrong place, right? Like if they want to make this play happen, they need damage. They need to be all three together. And finally, they're three together. So they're probably gonna be able to get this kill. Lion was, down bottom, dying to Pangolier Mirana, which is just horrible, right? Because now the offlaner who's getting tri-laned is getting hero kills, so his game is recovering. But a much needed kill on Bryle mid. They needed something to go their way, and they finally got it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Zero here. Moon is making the movement in as well, and I think they're going to try and set up for a kill here onto Zero unless he's careful.
Yeah, they're pressuring this. They've got this catapult. This tower could very well go down.
Oh, arrows off the mark.
Arrow hit Lion.
What? Wonders.
Really smart from them. They've got this mid lane that went great, and they've got this top lane that went great, and this bottom lane, which is struggling. They just kind of leave Pangolier alone bottom to struggle. And by playing top and mid, this is going to create a lot of space for Pangolier as they draw heroes away from his lane. So you should be able to get some uncontested free CS, or maybe just 1v1 versus the Wraith King, which isn't too scary.
It's not like Envy's going to do much against him at this point, for sure.
More focused on farming.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's one of my critiques of Black and Yellow's draft with this final pick Wraith King is that it's just a bit too slow in my opinion. I see Dire's draft playing with both Invoker and Luna, and I think that those are sort of almost like double carries. They're playing for that mid to late game, and I think that Wraith King also has a really slow ramp up time. They could have maybe punished with a different hero.
That's fair. And that has not happened at this point. They just have free reign all over the way with these heroes that, as you said, maybe wouldn't have been able to do this against some other cores.
Radiance First just takes a while.
I was kind of wondering about Jug or something as that last pick, but yeah, I see what you're saying, where it's I guess they feel like they just want to put this whole game on Envy, and maybe somewhere around this Radiance they can make something happen. We'll see if they get too far behind by that point.
I mean, Storm is a pretty good late game hero as well. So, and like I said, Timber, if itemized properly, does scale as well. So I don't necessarily hate their late game. I just think there may have been an opportunity for them to kind of push the tempo versus this, I would say, late game lineup of Dire. Maybe we'll just get an epic, late game versus late game Eternal Envy versus Undying, kind of thing, which I'm sure the fans wouldn't complain about.
I wouldn't either. I'd like that. That sounds great. It's a 4,000 gold lead at 9.5 minutes. I don't know if
yeah,
you're gonna get there.
I switched with Ali last week for the Envy game, and the first game went to 70 minutes. Maybe we'll have that today. Maybe not. Yeah. I'd be down for a nice, good 45-minute game. It seems reasonable.
Tower is under attack.
Get to 60-minute territory. It's random arrow.
Catches mid-leap, and now the Hex afterwards. That's still some mana. Get themselves another kill here. Nicely played by Black and Yellow, and that also keeps Zero alive. They're trying to rotate and kill him up top.
Yeah, two-man ganks are never good. That's a good thing to learn. Two-man smokes, never great unless you have really good ults where you can secure kills. But they just run into Storm. Storm's jungling with Arcane Rune is oh yeah, free kills being delivered to my jungle. This is great.
Not at all. Bryle there picked up the regen rune and now is going to try and force back S. Look for that arrow combo. but wasn't able to get it in time. And I guess the biggest thing there is just denying out a regen from Storm. Sure.
Jubei bottom is just delaying this push from Team Undying so much, all by himself, which is huge.
Dire's top tower is under
Really
attack.
good. Finally go down here.
The roll in, no TPs as of yet. Hogs. I did not realize that that worked like that, which is great. Jubei, they dropped the rock. Okay.
I felt like I saw him like moving around while TPing or
Dire's
something.
top tower is under attack.
He was like repositioning from
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Angolier.
attack. Radiant structures.
Yeah, that was
are
bizarre
fortified.
looking. I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but regardless, they get the kill in the end with the golem.
Yeah, 2 big ults though drop. Pretty good exchange for
Dire's
Radiant
top
there.
tower has
They're losing
fallen.
in gold, but they did finally get the top tower,
Radiant's bottom tower has
and they
fallen.
are, Envy and Storm are continuing
Dire's
to
middle
free farm.
tower is under attack.
Not bad. Even Timber's, starting to get caught up. He's on even par with the Pengo. It does just definitely feel like it's this Luna that's kind of getting a little bit out of control at this stage. And of course, Storm being a little bit behind as well. We'll see how it goes if they can maybe find some pickoffs, because that is something that I think the black and yellow squad does quite well. They have a lot of initiators on this team.
This Ag Shard from Luna is pretty good, right? Axe. Every time you use it, I guess.
Blessings on a loyal warrior.
Amson turns around. They didn't finish off that kill yet. And the Hex is there afterwards. Esk now in a bit of trouble, but has the haste rune. No way to dispel that one, so he will back away. But showing off that Spirit Vessel. And now we'll just get a regen, or a fill up on his bottle, rather.
Stupendous!
A pretty useful tool to kill the Timber Saw. Actually going, he's got BKB kill with that time. Hard to believe. And maybe a kill here from S.
Radiant's middle tower
Save the
is
light.
under attack.
He's gonna go for the rollout. He held that one for a while.
Killing
Does
spree.
need to back away though afterwards. Nubu gets the kill onto Jubei and managed to escape for the moment, but back towards mid is where all the action's going. They're pressuring in the tower.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Radiant just feels really pressured. I mean, I'm sure they do. Their mid tower's getting smacked right now, but they need to do a better job of playing together. There's a lot of like individual plays being made by players, and their offense
Radiant's
just
middle
lacking
tower has
that little
fallen.
bit of damage, which they could use from one additional support.
Uh-oh. They're going to try and set up on Envy here. And you look at the other side, and it's Undying that are definitely playing together. And now they caught Envy. Does have stick charges. Quite enough mana to pop the ulti if they fully committed on that.
Yeah, it's a tough kill. Their lineup is actually kind of tough to go on people, but they do have a lot of counter initiation with the Warlock Rock and the Pango roll. But in regards to just like jumping their opponents, it can be a little tough. And they found Tomato in the back.
Dire's
Huge
middle
kill.
tower is under
The
attack.
Finger of Death and the hook shot.
Double
Black
ults
and
from the
yellow.
supports.
Wow. Doesn't have a TP on Jubei, but he's just going to sort of walk out of there. Dubu catches sight of him. I mean, this is some pretty good space created as well while Timber's pressuring mid.
These are the moments you dream of as support. It's like, when can you find an opportunity to smoke 2 or 3 heroes and kill the enemy carry? And they actually found like the perfect path. They had this deep ward on the Dire Ancients that showed them, hey, this Luna's actually pretty alone. And with the burst of Lion, they were able to sort of just like suicide gank this Luna. Clock does eventually die, but well worth it.
I mean, the gold lead is still increasing. You can see 5,000 right now for Undying. But at least there's a couple signs of life here and there. They're starting to get into a couple of those bigger items. I am worried that, when the Tomato eventual BKB comes out, sort of what's going to be the response for that, because I'm not seeing much on black and yellow yet.
It's really just you're gonna have to kite if he does go BKB.
That's fair.
He doesn't have it queued up yet. He's going Manta, which I think is great. You can just continue to scale up and buy farming items to further advance their lead. Doesn't necessarily have to risk it all by wanting to take fights. They do have a good late game lineup.
Zero here. We saw them walk up the hill with that sentry ward, but wasn't able to get out in time. So a quick and easy blow up there of the Timber Saw, who he's rushing straight BKB.
Yeah, this is sort of the problem with Wraith King, is that at this point, like, black and yellow cannot 5v5 Dire because Wraith King does nothing, and he's gonna need this Radiance.
Ooh,
Rock up.
Golem. That stops the gank, and Yamsun just gonna try and run away from this one as they'll chase him down, but Storm at the very least will get out of there.
Back. I don't
Radiant
rely on it.
playing their side lanes, which is good, but they're kind of tanking some deaths.
There's Jubei goes down as well, filling up that spirit vessel.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's tough.
They're waiting on Radiance. Once they get the Radiance, I feel like they're going to be very pressured to try and take a fight. Unfortunately, I feel like Wraith King is the kind of hero that wants to farm his Radiance. He wants to get his level 12 ultimate, and then he usually wants like a Blink Dagger or a part of his BKB or something, or maybe even his entire BKB before he goes and fights.
I hear you. It's rather tough. Up top though, trying to buy some space here. Esk get caught. Oh, the creep saw him, but the heroes didn't. And Esk gets out.
Time clock though.
Yeah, Jubei, he'll go down yet again. Jeez.
Did I hear a squeak?
Radiance bleeding. Big time.
Trying to get there. It's it is very close, but I hear what you're saying about like needing that one extra item. Like he's probably gonna need to shard this game too with the mana drain that they've got. I guess
would be helpful. However, it seems like a luxury.
Yeah.
Maybe just plays around it. You know, buys a magic wand, something like that.
Fair enough.
Here's a mango.
I'd gladly pick something.
Well, we will see. Storm Orchid completed. So there's a couple things that are nice timings here. I want to see what Envy wants to do. Does he want to fight with Radiance? Doesn't look like it.
Radiant's top
Well,
tower
probably wants
is
a level
under
12. They could just give up Roche. Yeah, Dire's going to start it. I'm not sure. Radiant may try to fight this. They have Clockwork, who's pretty great around the pit. But their team fight is pretty lacking. They don't really have anything for team fight.
Right.
So Pangolier roll and Rock is on cooldown. But it looks like they're just going to give it up.
Yeah.
Which is,
right.
yeah, not ideal, but first Roche really isn't that big of a deal. Unless Dire's going to go win the game with it. So if Dire goes and breaks high ground, takes a set of racks,
Dire's
maybe 2
middle
sets of
tower
racks,
is under
that'll
attack.
be tough to deal with. But besides that, it's just, you know, it's not like Radiant was taking fights anyways, you know. What's Aegis really going to do for Dire?
Tornado lift up dead. That's true. Yeah, just keep on. Well, puts back on Jubei. To be honest, that high ground look is not actually sounding that bad.
This is worse. This is worst case scenario. The enemy team takes Roshan and you're still hanging around mid lane as 5 heroes. You're basically asking to take a losing fight.
I don't know about this one. And now Envy's gonna walk into lane. This guy's crazy. That was one creep. Oh no, Envy's gotta run away from this one. The disarm, the chase down, and burning him out. Envy got one creep, and
This game is looking done.
oh god. I was gonna ask you what you thought about like the Solar Crest on Brio, because it feels like very now focused, but now feels like the time to win.
Is under attack.
It gets really good.
I really think that because Radiant has no team fight in their draft, I feel like Dire's going to be able to push high ground with their Aegis if they want to.
Yeah.
They may just wait. You know, I really think Dota is like won and lost around the sector Roshan, but if you're up this much, maybe you can just end it. Or maybe you got somewhere to be later. You know what I mean?
S goes down, just picked up by a Yule Scepter and brought down by the combo. And devastating game number 1 for Black and Yellow right now, where I don't know, I guess the other way to think about it is that it didn't feel like they got to play their game, so maybe they're just like, all right, well, next time we'll just play our game, but it's feeling like we need to think about next time.
Yeah, I think Orange sort of Yamsen just sort of ruined everything for Radiant, like by TPing bottom and not getting kills. Like, you got to be really confident if you're going to try line from the start that you're going to, you know, it's going to be good for you. But his, you know, decision to go bottom was a disaster, and it kind of worked against them.
Well, we do have a Blink Dagger now. Zero has his BKB completed. We've got Radiance completed as well, like we talked about. Going for that shard on Envy, feeling like he needs it to be able to play Dota this game. We'll see if they can mount some type of defense. Like, to be fair, this is probably the best it could be. And actually, they find a quick pick on the Moon. Okay.
Yeah. This is where you can find opportunities to get back into the games with the enemy team.
Radiant's
You know,
is under attack.
you know, they push more than they should, right? And I don't know if that's the case here. I mean, it seems hard to believe that Luna can die twice here, but I've seen crazier things in Dota.
Picks up his shard. Gonna head on in. Jubei. Oh my god, he's dying to the splash damage from the towers. No buyback. 30 seconds on the sideline.
And his courier died.
The wraparound coming. Esk is there, ready to jump. But he won't go for it.
It's, you know, is he gonna solo kill somebody? Like, I don't know what he can do. Like, they're gonna drop rock. Pengalier's gonna start rolling. He's gonna get cold snapped and spirit vesseled.
I mean, this is before the BKB gets here. You've got a haste rune on Storm. Like, all of the things are sort of coming together, but it's just they might be too far down right now. 14,000 gold, and as you said, that age is still in hand. Has his BKB now on the Luna. I don't know what you try and do here. This is so tough. They jump in, they find the Invoker at the start, but the Golem comes out immediately afterwards. And Saberlight is there for the turn. Envy doing some big damage. They bring him down once. Can they do anything else to the rest of these dire heroes? 0 BKB out. Nice to walk away from Moon to recover the Moonlight Shadow. Envy, oh no, he's in no man's land. Dude, Warlock, Upheaval keeps him in place. And Undying, I don't know if they're going to be leaving this time. As the big zip in comes out, but there's not much more they can do. This is devastating.
It's like Team Undying, you know, they first picked this Warlock, right? It kind of gives them that mid-game team fight, but nobody, you know, none of their opponents are capable of even handling their laning stage. So when the game goes to mid-game, you know, they've lost 2 or 3 lanes, and now Team Undying still has superior team fight. So there's just no comeback opportunity for Radiant. They picked a draft that was sort of all-in laning phase, and they lost their lanes. What can they do?
Yeah, that's a good point. You focus so much on trying to secure that one laning phase, and then it kind of falls apart. You're not going to be able to play Dota from there. And I get
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Warlock.
Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Puck.
Radiant team ban.
League's assassin.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Punch.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Time.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Legion Commander.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Slan stands ready.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Slaughter. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Rolling stone. Prepare for battle.
It's looking spicy.
You might wish to retract your last move.
Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Sound strategy.
A wise blade takes a fool's life.
Sound strategy.
So much meat, so little time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Denied! My choppers are looking sharp. From the shadows. My choppers are looking sharp. Ah.
A prize. First blood!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So much meat, so little time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Double damage.
My choppers are looking sharp. So much meat, so little time. Something's
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ownage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Killing spree. Double kill. Dominating. Triple kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Coin of the realm. Invisibility.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mega kill!
So much meat.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
My fiends will avenge me!
Double kill!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In my black grimoire.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is fallen.
Time to focus.
Killing spree!
Duty.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
A prize.
No, take that.
Radiant are scanning.
Stay near.
Dire's top tower is under
Killing
attack.
spree.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dominating. Double kill.
Son of a!
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mega kill.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Chaos crush you.
Or do the same.
Your shrine has fallen to the Radiant.
Unstoppable.
Something's wrong.
I come, and I command.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fresh meat!
Killing spree.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm still here.
Wicked sick.
Is silence.
Interesting.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Fresh meat!
Monster kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Shaw!
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yavely! Fresh meat!
Dire are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Killing spree. Killing spree. A bit rash.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Double kill.
Go feed my demon spawn.
Watch out!
It's looking spicy.
You might wish to retract your last move. Ouchie!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Let me in.
And should be the cue for Radiant to go hit Roshan. If they've got their timers, they know this is probably up.
Oh, yep. And they get a good item for Sven here, the Titan Sliver. That is huge.
That item maybe one of the best you could have gotten this game. Here we go, Radiant. You have Slardar. This should be easy. Slardar also having this BKB for this fight. 2 BKBs for Radiant. They're really huge.
Dire's middle tower
We're able to just tunnel that Terrorblade, who was honestly way too close, right? Like that, he did not need to be that close to Sven in that coil.
Ryle thinking about going in here. Gotta be careful. Has the blink, but won't go for it. Envy gets the
Where's the
Aegis.
shard?
Somebody
Tiny shard? Nah. Nyx shard?
No. Who is it?
Nyx has it now, buddy.
Oh, they gave it to Warlock. Wait, or did he buy his own? Nyx has it?
He bought his own. Nyx has it in his inventory. So
Alright.
depends if he wants. What does Sven's do? Lights the spell, and I think you should give it to Sven.
Okay.
Not.
I'm trying to think what's the main thing you dispel in this game?
It gives 4-second CD reduction on your Sun. I think that these these ag shards are meant to be for, or not necessarily meant for, but I think they're best put on your carry. Anything to make your carry stronger. Right, it's 1,400 net worth. I mean,
Yeah.
if the effect is somewhat
Radiant's
useful,
top
I think you want to
tower
give it
is
to them.
under attack.
Unless there's like a
Dire's
game-changing
middle
shard
tower
on
is
one of your
under
other
attack.
heroes, but not sure that's the case.
Yamsun took it, so he's moving around that much quicker than, of course, the extra magic resistance stuff as well. I mean, it would have been nice also against the Aeon Disc, the Dispel. There's a lot of couple things like that. Regardless, though, black and yellow, leaving ceremonial robes in the ground. Envy's like, go pick that up.
It is what it is, but second Roshan does go the way of Radiant, which is huge. I would consider them in a leading position in this game at the moment.
All right. And Slardar hanging on to the cheese for the moment on 0. As you mentioned, that Mask of Madness has the BKB done. Now 1,100 gold on top of it. See what he wants to go for. Anything else that's sort of game-changing coming out from Dire? I mean, they have Solar Crest and Mech. Jugu's been able to get a lot of pretty good items here, but really it just feels like it's because Saberlight's so neutered in this game. Like, second lowest net worth. It's been rough for the Legion.
I think Dire will do a lot of split pushing during this time. They have Terrorblade and Puck, who are both like exceptional split pushers, and they can just kind of dodge Radiant. Nyx could, you know, give them some trouble if he's able to catch them with this setup, right? They get the Ag Shard, which will help them do that. But oh, they're trying to go on in your mid. Breaks the coil.
Okay. Todd has a Yules afterwards. Well, some stick charges. That one is just going to be in the bag. Fluffy Hat won't keep you alive there.
Yeah, he's got 3 neutral items right now. I'm not sure what he's doing with them all.
Good point. The Ironwood tree is the one that's the most weird to me. Why is that in his inventory? What the heck?
Even GG brands, you drop some G's on your opponents.
I like that. Okay.
So Dire just chilling, right? No Aegis. I doubt they're gonna force high ground, but they can't just force these tier 2 towers with their Terrorblade illusions, which you expect them to be on the. Well, Warlocks might get caught.
Jube, they got him. Right in range and able to find the kill, and no buyback. Dude, they're pushing high ground now. They don't have buyback on either supports.
A little bit of feeding here from Radiant.
Got the overwhelming blink combo together with the E-Blade, but they lose a tower. Tier 3 goes down, and now a set of Rex. Radiant has the Aegis and Cheese. None of this matters. Just blow it up.
Terrorblade's a beast. He's got his butterfly, and now he's almost got his next item with this Rax gold he just got.
Overwhelming blink is very interesting. I don't know if it's that good. What do you think about this item? Like, obviously with E-Blade, there's some added value there where, you know, you're amping up the damage that you're doing on both of them, but it feels weird to me.
I think Assault Cuirass would be very good for their team. Maybe he's kind of playing into that all-in combo.
Yes, Hook comes in afterwards with the coil, stunned for freaking ever. Gets the kill onto S. Envy now in trouble. Envy, he's gonna lose the Aegis. Samson has another round of Strike Carapace, but they're in trouble here. There goes out that crush. Envy, BKB, the turnaround though, maybe enough with God Strike. They've already lost the Legion Commander. Can they kill Tomato though? This Terrorblade is hard to deal with the butterfly, but the eventual beatdown. Wait, no, get saved. Oh,
yes.
He kills Hero with his thunder afterwards. All right, that's a hell of a combo. Holy moly. And now Zero's in trouble too. They buy back on a couple. The save coming from the Pudge. Envy ends Moon's life for the insolence, but he did his job.
They may just go throne here. No, they've been meta for a minute, so take it easy. Hit some buildings.
Oh, and a good job by Juve as well, cutting that creep wave. So they don't have creeps, gonna have to deal with the one that's up here. So it buys a little bit more time for black and yellow, but I don't know, with no God Strength down for another 50 seconds. Ugh.
They could easily lose a second set of racks here. If not, just the game meta will be up. They don't have tier 2 bottom, so it's hard for them to push for megas, but I feel like Dire's in a spot where they may just be able to end the game if they want to. May just wait for third Roche though. Probably the safer, smarter play.
It looks like they're going to take what they were given and finish off just the tier 3 tower top, getting set up to see if anybody from black and yellow heads out of here. And just too far forward. But man, what a turn of fortunes. That was wild. You know, you can look at some of these graphs, see the win probability, XP and everything else. It was looking really even there and just fell off a cliff. Well, again,
Just go here with as soon as meta is up. Taking the really safe route, playing on their high ground here. Don't want to extend too far.
yeah, especially I was wondering because, you know, it's the golem on cooldown for another minute.
Yeah, that could have been a go there for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, choosing to play a little bit safer, right? It could have been a good go. It could have also been bad, depending on how the rest of the spells would have been cast here. They can, you know, chill up here, keep pushing top and mid, wait for that third roast to spawn, and secure an Aegis for their Terrorblade.
Pushes off the data list now, so he's got some damage, but no buyback. And
I feel like they can just maybe coil into hook.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
got their eyes on him. Snap their ulti afterwards. Okay, coil down. Done. They have to dust the hook.
It's a good try.
Look at these illusions. What the hell? On the moon, turns. Wants to chase, wants to fight, stun is out. Mono not stunned though. Envy is getting alive there. Golem comes out afterwards, but where's the rest of their damage? They don't have it. Duel onto S. Look, it's going to be off the mark, but I don't know if it matters. Sight Carapace and they take down Bryle, dead for 100 seconds. So they lose themselves. 3 heroes now as Zero goes down and Yamsun. As soon as Tomato shows up, the rest of them are fallen.
Radiant's top
And
barracks
Envy
has fallen.
now in a world of hurt, now stuck watching his towers just evaporate. Yeah, this is a hard one. He's running out of God Strength now too. He's got a freaking Scotty on Tomato as the beatdown continues in towards the fountain damn near. Hook comes back, Yemsun trying to pull him in, trying to get him into position. Done, not gonna stop it.
Mono
What are
in
you
the fountain.
doing? He's just like, yeah, this looks pretty nice in here. Literally taunting him, giving some vision for the hook, but it won't come in time, and they're gonna focus back on the buildings now.
Yep, Terrorblade proving to be too much for Radiant. Last pick Terrorblade here. Radiant did have a much better laning phase. However, in that mid game, even when they had that second Aegis, they kind of just got picked apart individually, which is what we saw a lot during the game. Them just not playing together, and Radiant or Dire just doing a better job. You know, better teamwork. Not too surprised.
Yeah, I think, like you said, there were so many moments here where it felt like Black and Yellow had that opportunity, and you know, Undying, through a combination of delay and through a combination of just, you know, recognizing their strengths, they were able to come out with this 11k gold lead now, and you know, they're
And on Saberlight here bottom.
yeah, it's a tough one. Does have that press the attack afterwards. Can they chain stun and make his way out? Nope, the hook comes, and then Moon eats him up 4 step away. Easy peasy. Oh
Sound
god.
strategy.
Yeah.
Glad they gave Pudge something though. I mean, he was such a bad hero. At least he has like a save now. There's some utility for him. He's sort of, you know, once you have the shard, you're a little bit more similar to Tusk. Tusk is a really popular hero right now because of Snowball.
Right.
The unique form position that, you know, has good laning, but then also has save. Gives him. There's more of a reason to pick him, right? You don't feel as bad if you, like, you know, miss all your hooks, right? You can still save your teammates.
That's true. Yeah, it's needed. Mono,
It's helpful now.
does have at him. Turns around. Satanic beat down now on to Envy. The Terror Wave afterwards pushing the rest of them away. They'll kill off the Nyx Assassin. Oh, okay, they bring it
Meta.
down. Could not get the Sunder off. Okay. Round 2 of this one. He actually has that meta.
Yes,
It's just the
refreshing.
Terror Wave.
Oh, that was the Terror Wave.
Yeah, but Envy getting chased down here. Bryle wanting to beat him to death. Doesn't have another coil for 40. Envy still making his escape as Tomato continues the chase. E-Blade to slow down. Satanic takes off that E-Blade, a quick little runaway.
Yeah, Satanic there pops the whole group wave, full HP. A little efficiency, you know, keep that farm up.
Exactly.
Gotta stay in the game.
But no more God Strength now. To be fair, you know, Metamorphosis is wearing out here pretty soon as well.
What's the interaction with Sven's ag? Oh wait, they're just going from.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Trying to take him down.
Strength.
Golem is back up. 7 seconds until Warlock is here. Envy gonna walk in, try and draw some fire. Tomato's not having it, just hits in the buildings. Now turns his attention back onto Envy. Oil comes out, the toss afterwards. Trying to make something out of nothing. Fatal bonds, where is it? They need it just a moment there. The chase down, Tomato walking away from the kill him up. Thunder comes out at the end onto Cryo as your teammate. Oh no! Whoa! They lose them both. They are in a buyback.
Going the other way.
And the Sam hell has happened here.
Saberlight getting out here.
But can't quite get there in time. It's Saberlight channeling the feelings of black and yellow.
All right, so this is that moment where, you know, you win the fight you didn't think you were going to win, and you're not prepared for what's going to happen next. What do you do? What do you do as Radiant? Are you going down mid?
That's where it appears to be.
That's the default response, right? Like, guys, what should we do? Let's go down mid.
Yeah.
So there were some buybacks used. I believe you.
Dire's
Well,
middle
not from
tower
Radiant. It
is
was a
under
Pudge
attack.
buyback, really late.
The rest of them were just not having buyback off of gold.
Dire's
Yeah,
middle tower
everyone's
has fallen.
bought out, huh? So they have God Strength. They're going to try and hit high ground here. Envy's dropped his phase move for a butterfly.
Okay.
He's powering up.
Dire's middle
Dude,
tower has
Dude,
fallen.
they don't have Terror Blades for 40 more seconds.
What do they know? They
Black
can't
and
go for
Yellow's
tier
gonna
two.
do the
Yeah.
tier 4 time.
So Puck has 30 seconds to get buyback. He's going to have to use it, I think.
They
Nobody's-
use the glyph.
Nobody's cutting midway from Dire.
Creep waves coming in. Envy focusing here. Have Black and Yellow been able to pull something out of the hat? Avalanche falls back, catching on the Saberlight. They buy back on Bryle. The coil's not going to stop them. They're going in for the throne. Black and Yellow wants to pull badly. The Hawks trying to stop it. But the game is over.
Oh my
Black and
goodness
Yellow
gracious.
pulling out at the end.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this one. This is why you watch Eternal Envy games, guys. Or really just Dota in general, right? This is such a hopeless game. I feel like I was talking about like what what Radiant should have done to win this game, but
We were
it
done.
turns out, yeah, they didn't need my help. They had. It all figured out in the end. So that's exciting. We got a game 3 and a really, really tough loss for Dire here, throwing away a pretty one game, I think.
Oh, he needed 200 gold for buyback on Tomato. Like,
Or to use. I mean, yeah, the Sunder didn't even help him, right?
no. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he sundered Bryle. Which they might have been BKB'd or something at the point. I'm not exactly sure, but
Disaster.
you can never count out Envy. Like I was done with this game. I was like thinking about how I'm gonna throw back to the panel, and
This is gonna be my first game 3 of the DPC.
I'm proud. This is good. I'm glad that we were able to do it. You were worried about the Envy games being something ridiculous, and I'm glad that they didn't disappoint.
The panel talked about. I feel like Black and Yellow is one of those teams that has hope. I feel like some of the
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Lion.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Void incarnate.
Dire team ban.
Flada.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team back. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Winter Wyvern.
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Witch Doctor.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Juggernaut.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Abyssal Underlord.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Man stands
Choose
ready.
your hero.
There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. Such a limited imagination you have.
Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
I came a long way to see you die.
I don't think so.
First blood!
Last of our kind, but first in this.
Igual le salió, canceló el pool. Botaste a Dubu de la posición.
Funcionar esse O suporte 4 vai dar aí realmente o potencial. Mesmo que recuado lá agora ele conseguiu puxar um creep, tá tranquilo, enquanto lá no meio o Esp.
Какие-то игровые виды спорта, особенно соревнования сборных, команды, за которую ты болеешь, сборная России, там, ну, мне кажется, в хоккее чаще всего такое, там...
Lá embaixo, grande pancada correcta, Eternal um pouco isolado. Nível 2 para esses Venom.
También es Lardor y creo que el objetivo está cumpliendo, ¿no? Ahora, no sé si puedes conseguir este kill, pero el Stormhammer ha conectado en el rango de la torre. O sea que se ha comido demasiado ahora de la estructura. Sigue buscando los UA, el slow es demasiado pesado. Tiene también el Splinter Blast, pero Moon Meander está manteniendo la sana distancia, lo que permite que Saberlight se salga también sano y salvo, ¿no? Full kill encima de Yamsun.
My path leads to riches.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think not.
Thanks, man. Oh, look at it go!
Don't mind if I do.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Expectations altered.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Along the way to see you die.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Move faster.
Look at it go!
My, oh my.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
There will be another time to fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now you dwell in the deep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Killing spree. Ownage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
With the fishy.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Don't mind if I do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We rely not on fortune.
Look.
Killing spree.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You have played your part well.
Double kill.
Illusion.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dominating. Own it.
Face your death.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is falling. Dire's current
Killing spree. Own it.
A long way to see you die.
I do not thank.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dominating. Own it.
You could.
fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Unstoppable! Own it!
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Bounty.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Monster kill! Double kill! Triple kill!
I came a long way to see you die.